Hi, I'm Andrew Brown. My talk is titled The Impossible Box, Building a DIY Groovebox on a $10 microprocessor. This video describes a project that goes against the trend of increasing complexity in music technology. The project investigates the limits of making music with an inexpensive microcontroller to create a DIY algorithmic groovebox known as the OnBoard Quadra. It sounds like this. Grooveboxes are self-contained electronic musical instruments that combine sound generation and sequencing capabilities. They've been popular in music production since the introduction of the Roland MC303 back in 1996, and they've become the basis for many popular musical genres. The market for these standalone machines has expanded greatly since they were first introduced. Notable examples of grooveboxes include the Roland MC series, Akai's MPCs, Electron's Instruments, and Teenage Engineering's diminutive PO series. These devices have been seen as a democratizing force in music composition, allowing anyone to create high-quality music at home. The OnBoard Quadra takes this to a new level by incorporating generative music algorithms to further support access to electronic music making. In parallel with the evolution of the groovebox, the maker culture has also emerged as a thriving do-it-yourself electronics movement. This has led to a greater interest in and access to basic electronic components, and has had a positive impact on expanding the community of music technologists, especially in experimental directions. Within this community, a dedicated network of sound makers has emerged, using basic electronics to create a wide range of sonic devices. Examples include Michel Weisvich's touch-controlled portable noise machines like the Cracklebox, Peter Vogel and Eric Brandel's playable electronic sculptures, and more examples of recent creations such as Monome's Norms and Modern Sounds Pluto join this array. In more recent years, techniques of digital fabrication such as 3D printing, laser cutting and custom PCB manufacture have further enhanced the maker movement. The OnBoard Quadra embraces the DIY movement's culture of openness and accessibility in both its use of software and the cost of resources. It uses an inexpensive ESP32 microcontroller, a simple stereo digital to analog converter board, and open source software, including the M16 audio library written by the author and available for download on GitHub. The device is simple, consisting of a custom PCB and a user interface made from standard buttons, dials and LEDs. The handheld Groovebox is powered by a rechargeable battery, making it portable and easy to use. A laser-cut wooden box can be added as a housing to provide a neater finished appearance. The Quadra is so named because it has 4 musical parts: drums, bass, chords played as arpeggios, and a lead line. Inexpensive hardware is just one aspect of accessibility for the Quadra. Another is designed to support the limited musical and technical experience of users. A study of MC303 users suggested that creative autonomy in the use of grooveboxes is related to the development of usage modes in which users are liberated by the technology's constraints rather than being hindered by them. To ensure that the OnBoard Quadra is more liberating than limiting, it employs generative algorithms as starting points and inspiration for drum patterns, bass lines, and more. The stylistic variety of these generative patterns ranges from steady rock beats to chaotic Autechre-like patterns. Here's a demo of it in use. Microcontroller audio capabilities have traditionally been very modest, due to both the computational power and the audio output of those devices. Typically, DIY audio projects consist of raspy square wave tones with abrupt organ-like envelopes. They can often sound like this. The OnBoard Quadra is designed and developed as an exercise in frugality and efficiency. Its status as an impossible box comes from its ability to extract 8 voices of real-time synthesized parts in stereo 48K audio with reverb, delay and compression, all from a $10 microcontroller that was originally designed for tasks such as being a smart home or IoT device. Instead, when combined with a $5 digital to analog converter, the Quadra serves as a fun and unique Groovebox for DIY music production, albeit with a somewhat grungy character and limited sound design capabilities. Here's a list of some of the more impossible features from such a low-powered computing device. It has multi-track sequencer with generative pattern algorithms. It has real-time control over those parameters, such as volume, mix and tempo, using multiple buttons and dials. It's battery-powered and has headphone capability for portable music making opportunities. The OnBoard Quadra employs frugal software techniques to make the most of limited hardware in order to produce a simple but fun Groovebox, which really should be impossible. I'm Andrew Brown from Griffith University in Australia. Thanks very much for your attention to this video.